Hi, it's Lance Eastman here, right on the edge of the Northwestern Motorway here in Auckland, in a place called Arch Hill, known for its mountain bike tracks right in the heart of the city. Now with me today to explain about a new project that's being done here is Peter Stoneham from the Underground Trailblazers. Hi Peter, I won't shake your hand as we're still in level 2, the old elbow pump, so we're going to do a bit of social distancing while building this track. I understand we're going to put a new track in here, but it's a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, it's rather complicated because we're basically going through a tip site. This is a historic fly tipping site, so we've got strata of rubbish, probably 80 cubic metres along this great North Road section of the land. It's above the walking track. No one really comes in here. There's homeless people in here, and the Raylan cat lady's in here with her cats. There's rats, there's weeds, there's wattles, and
so this is this project's going to benefit more than just mountain bikers for the local area.
Yeah, the whole community is going to benefit from it. Well, certainly we're going to restore some of the scenic values in the scenic reserve. At the moment, it really is a tip site. Yeah.
Looks like a big project. I guess we better get started.
I think we better get started. Yeah, we've got a working bee on today, and there's a bunch of people coming, and we're going to do our best to clear the rubbish. Clear a green corridor, that's the idea.
Sounds brilliant, Peter.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Peter had asked me if I would document the making of this track and the whole project, and it's going to take a while to complete, but I decided to put out a preliminary video so that you guys could see what is being undertaken here, and obviously give you guys a chance to get involved if you're interested, and I'd certainly encourage that. Now Peter's given me a guided tour of the track, or where it's going to go. At this stage it's really just a line through the hillside, but one day this is going to be an awesome piece of track. Peter says it's going to be about 500 to 600 metres long, which is actually a pretty long track for somewhere like Arch Hill, so I'll be very interested to see the finished product. The amazing thing is the amount of rubbish. I can't believe that in the heart of Auckland City, in a reserve, we basically have a rubbish dump, layers and layers of years worth of all sorts of rubbish. Peter's taking on a major task here in trying to literally clear a rubbish dump, put in a mountain bike track, and basically reinstate a scenic reserve. If this gets finished, I think he should probably end up being knighted.
Coming through here, but there's a lot of bamboo to get through.
It's a bit of clearing.
If you're interested in getting involved in this, probably the best place to check out is the Arch Hill Mountain Bike Trails Facebook page, and they will be posting working bee days, and you can get involved, join in, and they're a lot of fun actually. I like building tracks, and this, as I say, will be going on for some time yet, until literally all this rubbish has been removed.
So down here is a graveyard for a whole house, a brick house.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's incredible really how much, was thrown over the years. Whole houses, roofs.
It's a big project.
Yeah. You can see the amount of shit in the valley there.
So where in are we?
So the library's quite a wee way along, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the track's going to come around.
Yeah, basically it's going to come around there and then go through there.
Right.
But we haven't done that part yet. So
All right.
I'd say that's a little bit more public. You can see the potential though, can't you, Lance?
There's certainly potential, yeah. I can see a lot of work.
Yeah. But when you consider the value of this land in Auckland, I mean, we're claiming this potentially for hundreds of years for the mountain bike community in Auckland.
Yeah, no, it's a great project you're undertaking.
Thank you.
Well, there's a pretty good group turned out for this working bee. Not your average working bee. It's not every day you have to dig out a trailer out of the track. very different from other sort of working bees I've done. Lots of heavy lifting, things to dig up and remove, kind of a bit like a treasure hunt really.
Out all the rubbish, although
even the youngsters got involved, doing a hard day's work there.
Are you the foreman?
No, certainly not.
I'm just want to see you slide down the bank.
No, I'm not going to be showing any health and safety hazards.
One of the jobs was getting this steel up the hill, and this steel plate was very heavy. We decided to try a winch and see if we could winch it up the hill. Unfortunately, we had a problem with the winch, and so ended up resorting to using muscle power. And yes, that's right, that's me doing manual labour. Wasn't just doing filming. I actually enjoy a bit of manual labour and quite enjoyed it, getting all this stuff up the hill. The plan is to recycle all the steel, might even get a little bit of money to help along with the project. Lots of steel girders. I can't believe people would manage to dump this stuff in the first place. Took a fair bit of logistics to get the stuff up the hill. Luckily we did have a good team, because I would have struggled if it was just me. I'm certainly slept well that night anyway. Alright, that's not a bad collection so far. Alright, this was the real nemesis of the day. This tree, we all had a go at this tree, trying to get it chopping at the roots, chainsawing through the roots, digging underneath it. We even ended up putting a winch on it. And I'd love to say at the end of the video we pulled this tree out, but by the time I went home I was pretty exhausted and this tree was still standing. But if you know how to get rid of a tree and you like this sort of work, well, come and join in, and we'll see you out there.
yeah, give it another couple of calls, I think.
Well, this is a pretty amazing mountain biking project right here in the city, somewhere you can ride without even having to get in your car. So worth putting the effort in, and there is a lot of effort to be done. You can see by the amount of rubbish that's been dumped here, there's a lot of work. But Peter and the team seem very motivated, but of course the more hands, the faster it gets done and the better job. So if you want to help out, check out the Arch Hill Facebook page and look out for the next working bee. And if you like the videos, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, all that sort of thing, and we'll see you on the next one.